Give me some, give me some fire emojis. Let's go. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's call. My name is Tony Pena. I am in my room right now. Let me put this real quick. I'm in my room right now. I'm 31 years young from Menifee, Temecula, California. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to be very transparent. I'm kind of, people who know me know that my energy is very high, but I don't know where you're at in your life right now. Okay. And one of the things that was taught to me recently, okay, the only way you will change your life and have changes in your life is by the changes you decide to make in your life and by how honest you are with yourself on where you're currently at in your life. Okay. Currently in my life, I just got fired from my job on Monday. Company shut down. They didn't tell us. So it was a big surprise on Monday. Guess what? Instead of being sad about it and crying about it, I brought my DJ set up and I had a big old party, going away party at our job. We live streamed. We recorded about 3 hours worth of footage. We made the best out of a bad situation. Okay. So I don't know where you're at in your life right now, but this is where I'm currently at in my life. Okay. The information that you're about to see was shown to me about 6, 7 years ago, and it truly changed my life. And I'm not sitting here, painting all these rainbows and unicorns, but I'm being transparent with you guys because in life, the farthest thing that will teach you and will take you the farthest is how transparent and how honest you are with yourself. You can lie to your friends. You can lie to your parents. You can lie to your next door neighbor. You can lie to your dog, telling your dog that you're going to take it out on a walk later. Guess what? We're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of it at times. But at the end of the day, if you lie to yourself, if you lie to the person in the mirror wearing your thoughts, wearing your clothes, what's going to end up happening is that you're going to keep wondering why in life you're going around in circles. Life doesn't change. Why are the same group of people coming out to, hanging out with me? Why are the same people, why is nothing changing? Nothing's changing because nothing's changing. The last 2 weeks for me have been the craziest time of my life. And you're like, Tony, what does this have to do with the information I'm going to see? While everyone at my company was freaking out that oh my gosh, how are we going to make money? This, and that. With the information that you're about to see today, it truly changed my situation on not having to worry about one source of income. With what's happening in today's economy, with what's happening in the world, guess what? No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. I'm sorry if you were expecting here to hear some positive words, and don't get me wrong, I'm very positive, but you have to be very real with the current situation you're in and what's happening in life. When you're honest and you start to see what's happening, you have to understand if there's something out there that could potentially, because we can't guarantee, potentially change my situation financially, spiritually, whatever you're searching for, guys. It doesn't matter, doesn't matter if you're don't be comparing my chapter 20 to your chapter one. You know, the person that I'm about to bring up has seen me cry more times than I've could, and I'm very proud to say this because the person that I'm going to bring up has truly seen me grow and develop to be the person that I am today. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful to building my career and my future as a traveling artist, DJ, and stuff like that. And it's so crazy to see because when this person met me, they saw me where I was. They saw how crazy I was, but at the same time, how caring and how coachable I was to truly learn something, right? And like I said, I hope you have your pen and paper. I have my pen and paper right here because one of the biggest things, if you don't take notes, right? If you don't take notes, don't trust your brain as a file cabinet. Don't think that, you're going to remember this. You don't even remember what you had for dinner the other night, let alone what your best friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your dog, anyone told you. You don't forget because of how crazy and how fast-paced the world is. Sometimes we have to stop and we have to be transparent and we have to understand where we're at. And sometimes you got to slow down. And the reason why I share this with you is because we could all be doing something else, but you took the time out of your day, and I value your time just like I value my time, which is how I value Abby's time and all of you guys here. But just really, if you take anything from today, I want you to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself this question: am I happy with where I'm at in my life? Am I fulfilled with what I'm doing? Are the actions that I'm taking every single day getting me closer to my results or getting me farther away from my goals and dreams? You know, and I want you to really just don't answer, really take the time and answer that question to yourself, because the person that I'm about to bring up, like I said, is someone that I consider family, someone that has seen me and I have seen grow to the amazing woman she is today, the powerful leader, someone who I can truly call at any time of the day and she will answer, unless it's past 2 a.m., because that's her beauty sleep time. But truly, it's such an honor to bring Abby, Miss Abigail Poston, to this call, because the same way she believes in me, I believe in everyone. I truly believe that there's great people in the world and there's bad people in the world. We make good decisions, we make bad decisions. Doesn't make us perfect. At the end of the day, whatever you believe in, God, higher power, just know that there's good and there's bad. We got Columbia. Guys, look, we got Columbia in the house. There's no excuses to not be on these calls. So with that being said, I'm getting too excited, but I just want to bring Miss Abigail Poston to the call. Abby, are you there? Please make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some fire, let's get some emojis, and let's make some noise in the chat for the one and only Miss Abigail Poston.
What's up? What's up, everyone? Tony, bro, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for kicking us off, starting us off real and raw. Nothing like it from my brother Tony. Bro, I appreciate you. We have quite the journey, we have quite the history. But I know with God on our side and at the forefront and just all around us, our future looks bright. And bro, I appreciate you just coming on here and just sharing, casting a greater vision. Even in the midst of the adversity and the challenges that you're going through, it's inspiring, it's impactful, and I just think it's a testament to your development and more than just financially what the skills we're going to go over here tonight over the next few minutes can do for you, but the development, the transformation that you will go through to get the fruit, to get the results that you came here for. It's just a testament to your perseverance, your consistency, and like you mentioned, your coachability. You can't get anywhere without being coachable and teachable, and so that is something I admire about you. That's something I saw in you from the first time that we had a conversation, the first time we got on a Zoom call like this. So I appreciate you, bro. You're going places, and I'm just grateful to be on the ride next to you. So, guys, if we can show some love in the chat, if you have not already, welcome to the call tonight. For those that don't know, my name is Abigail Poston. I'm out here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I've been a part of this community. I've been a part of this platform, this movement for the last 7 years. And this has been the best thing, one of the best things that God has given me, one of the best decisions I made several years ago, coming out of college graduate in over $120,000 student loan debt at a crossroad, financial nightmare of a situation. I had to make a decision. And I think a lot of us, we come to a point in our life, maybe different periods where we can mark out, or like, that was a defining moment for me. That was the turning point for me in my life where I had to do something different. And I'm not on here to hype you up. I'm not here to motivate you here tonight. I want to truly give you not just information, but I want to give you a perspective shift. I want to give you a path and a plan and a blueprint that really can transform your life. We're not here for just a quick fix. We're not here for a little band-aid. We've got some problems and issues that we're all facing here in this crazy world that we're living in, wherever you're tuning in from around the world. And to actually see lasting change, to see the new level of yourself, that new version of yourself, it's going to require you to go through some transformation. It's going to require you to go through some things to test the genuineness of your faith, to test the things that you say that you want, and it's going to require you to persevere and learn how to endure. And if I could give you anything over the last 7 years, it's to learn how to persevere through the hard things, because everything that you want is on the other side of you persevering through the difficult things, the challenging things that God is going to put you through. And I know we're going to go over some skills here tonight when it comes to investing and trading and just getting your money to work for you, but on the other side of the result, you've got to go through some things first. You've got to develop, because your income is never going to surpass your mindset. If you're taking notes, write that down if you haven't taken any notes already. Your income is never going to surpass your mindset and your belief system, and how you hardwire yourself and how you're conditioned. And a lot of us are coming into this space very financially illiterate. I didn't know anything about money management, budgeting, investing, finances at all. No, I've never learned how to get my money to work for me. I thought it was just for the big boys and girls on Wall Street that took my mommy and daddy's money in their 401ks. And that's how the world works. And I realized over the last few years, through the right education, through the right mentorship, which mentorship, having mentors, Tony and I are in partnership in a relationship as far as this platform and community, and we have accountability, and you'll have accountability through this community. I can tell you right now, write this down. I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes of this. I'm going to share my screen. It's going to go by quick. I just want to really preface this call because I believe setting the right expectations for this. I don't want you to miss this, man. I see so many people missing this because they're hanging on to a belief that doesn't serve them, and so they're missing the goal that's right in front of them. And so I always like to set the right expectation in the beginning. But it's so important to have accountability because mentorship will give you that. It's the shortcut. It'll cut your learning curve in half. And when you can get yourself in the right environment, the right rooms, the right space, the right people, that's your accountability, man. And I believe if at the end of the day, you have more accountability, if we all had more accountability, we would be a completely different version of ourselves. We were more honest with ourselves, like Tony was talking about. And then the second thing after mentorship is skills. If you learn the right skills, not just trading your time for money, for money, if you have a job or a career, a 9 to 5, that's amazing. I hope that when you get your paycheck every other week or whenever you get paid, you are setting aside money to invest. You are setting aside money to save, to invest, because in this economy, that is your hedge and that is your edge against inflation. The cost of living is just going to continue to rise and go up. This is the new normal. You've got to set a new standard for yourself. This economy ain't getting better, so you have got to get better. That means you got to learn different skill sets. You've got to sharpen your mindset. You've got to get in the right environment. You have fertile ground, fertile soil. You've got to plant yourself in the right place so that you can actually grow the right fruit. People that are pouring into you and your mind. And you've got to also adopt new beliefs, because the beliefs that you have been holding on to, maybe for many of us, I know for myself, it's not serving you. It's not giving you the outcomes and the reality that you like. And so tonight, over the next few minutes, really 10 minutes, we're going to rock through this, guys. I'm going to just share with you briefly a platform that has completely changed my life. And it changed my life because I made a change. I made a change in me. Okay. This will only be whatever it is unless you decide, you make the decision. You cut everything off that does not any longer serve you, and you make the decision to persevere and make something of this. But I want to share with you 2 skill sets tonight. Number 1 is investing, and number 2 is trading. Both of these skill sets have one thing in common, and that is it's going to teach you and show you how to get your money to work for you. There's only 2 ways that we make money. Either you are trading your time for money, or you have money working for you. And I can tell you right now, in the economy that we're living in today, you've got to learn how to get money to work for you. If you don't have enough money working for you, then you will always be the one that's working. I talk to people every single week on the phones that are, they're working at Walmart cashier jobs, the people that are right in the front of the store, they're working little part-time gigs, not because they want to, but because they have to. And they're in their 70s, 80s. I don't want to say 90s, but who knows these days, right? And they're there because they don't have enough money at work. So we want to show you the skills now. I don't know how old you are. I'm 30. I talk to people. I have people that I work with that are in their 50s, that are in their 60s, that are learning this, that are getting their money to work for them. It's never too late. It's never too late. You've got to have hope. You got to have faith. You got to keep showing up day by day. So 2 skills. Number 1, investing. Investing is accumulating assets. We want more assets than we have liabilities. We want more money going towards our assets and our investments every month than we do our liabilities and just spending only on bills. We want to have a purpose for our money to actually grow and multiply. And then trading. Okay. Investing is where you buy and hold a company, a stock, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum. You buy and hold, and it will appreciate over time. Trading is a little different. It's one and the same, but a little different, where you're compounding your money, where you're able to actually profit. Whether, let's say, that market, we're gonna be trading currencies, global currencies like the US dollar, the yen, the pound, the peso, you name it. It doesn't have to be your country's currency. You can trade other currencies. And what happens is these currencies, they have different exchange rates. And if you go to the airport, you'll see different exchange rates on the monitors, what that country's value of that currency is at time. Well, we get to participate in the markets just like your bank does with your money. They're participating in the financial markets, like the foreign exchange, cryptocurrency, stocks, things like that. And what they're doing is they're capitalizing on that exchange rate. As it's going up in value, And also, as it's going down in value, we can capitalize, monetize, and profit off of that exchange rate, off of the rising and the falling of each currency. And it's day by day. You're going to learn how to do that. I know you may have some questions over the next few minutes, technical questions. What I'm going to show you is going to basically break down and give you those answers. It's going to give you a strategy. It's going to show you the skill set. What does it mean to buy? What does it mean to sell? What does that even look like for me? What are the expectations I should have coming into this so that I can succeed? It's going to actually teach you. It's an educational online platform you can take anywhere in the world. As long as you have some sort of smart device, you can learn this for yourself and start to apply it in your own flexibility on your own schedule. So whether you have a job, whether you have a business, it doesn't matter. You're going to map out a schedule that works best for you, because the best strategy, the best system when it comes to doing this is the one that's most sustainable and duplicatable for you. And whoever you're rocking with, whoever you're partnering up with, they're going to kind of walk you through what that schedule would best look like. So if y'all are with me, drop some sevens in the chat. Let me make sure y'all can see my screen. So this platform, it's called I Am Mastery Academy. Okay, I Am Mastery Academy. And what you're looking at right now is basically what it would look like when you log in. You get your own login credentials, username, password, all that good stuff. And you're going to be able to log in and check out the different markets, the different skills. Essentially, they're going to help you put your money to work. Now, we do have other skills like learning how to build your own online e-commerce store, how to monetize your social media. We also have personal development, how to build an online business, all that good stuff. But tonight, we're going to talk about trading and investing. So you're going to start here and you're going to pull up the information. Number one, I'm going to talk to you guys about trading. And so one of the biggest things with this skill set, like I mentioned, you're able to capitalize on the market, whether it goes up or down. And what you're looking at right now are live sessions. So the best part about this is you're going to learn the skill set. What does it mean to trade? What does it mean to buy? What does it mean to sell? You're going to learn all the vocab, the language, the terminology through our modules that we have. And then you're going to jump on with our educators. As you can see, there's educators to your left. You're going to probably get with the person that invited you to this call that you're working with. They're going to set you up with someone that best fits you based on your goals, your personality, and really just your schedule as a whole, what makes sense for you to tune into. So you're going to see the time of day that they're on, the type of session that they're going to be teaching, as well as the time frame. So this is in my time zone. It'll populate in your time zone, so you'll be able to see that. But really, what you're getting out of these sessions are a couple things. Number one, you're going to be able to get live mentorship, live education. So they're going to teach you their strategy. You're going to be able to come in here. I'll give you a quick example. Jay Awal. Jay Awal, how many of y'all know Jay? Watch his sessions. He's incredible. So Jay has some sessions on here where he will basically, as all the educators do, he'll be able to teach you his strategy. What does that look like to get in? What does that look like to exit, to get out of the market? And most importantly, what a lot of people neglect, but is very, very important, is your risk management. This game of trading is about risk to reward. It's about proper risk management. And if you can learn this skill, I can't even put a price tag on it, because when I learned that I could turn $10 into 20 in a matter of minutes, I'm not here to hype you up. I'm here to tell you that this is a skill that you can learn and you can pass on to your family, to your future. You can't put a price tag on something that's going to teach you how to multiply money at will. That's what you're doing. So with trading, he's going to teach you his strategy. So on his live sessions, he's on Monday through Friday, for example, he's going to come on here and start to teach you how he gets in and out of the market, what type of setups he looks for, his examples, how to profit in the market. And the best part is you can ask questions. You can come in here, type up your question. There are other people that are going to be in the chat box as well. And don't worry, every single educator has a boot camp. So you're going to be able to look at their entire strategy on your own time, go back, pause, rewind, take notes, start applying it on your own charts. And they're going to teach you how to read the charts for yourself. And so the educational side, the platform you have here, they're going to teach you everything you need to know when it comes to trading. You're going to be able to ask questions. And not only that, on the trading side, you're also going to be able to learn cryptocurrency. So when it comes to investing, you're going to learn how to build a portfolio. I had never learned how to invest before I got access to this information. I know a lot of people out there, they have different portfolios when it comes to cryptocurrency. Most of it is meme coins that have no utility. And I have conversations with people all the time. Oh yeah, I dropped 5 grand in this Dogecoin or this Shiba Inu or whatever it is. I don't even know these days what people are doing. But these projects have no utility. And so I look at their portfolio or they're trying to get some help and advice, and it's like you don't have something that's going to last 5, 10, 20, 25 years down the road. I'm not here to time the market. I'm like Patrick Kenny says it best. He's right here. He talks about how you need to get invested and you need to stay invested. Like there's no time that's better or not. Like you need to get in the market. That's what he talks about all the time. And so you're going to be able to learn, what does it actually mean to keep my cryptocurrency safe and secure. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but everything in our life, like I'm a 90s kid, 90s baby. I saw a lot of things, and I'm sure a lot of you guys on this call, you're roughly around my age. You've seen a lot of transition technologically on the digital scope over the last several years, and a lot of it has gone digital. I believe that our money will be completely digital in one shape or form. And I always tell this, and our educators tell it to us too, is you're either going to learn cryptocurrency because you want to, aka now you have a platform that's going to teach you, or because you have to. A lot of people were resistant to the internet until it was literally in front of your face 24/7, 365. And so you're going to be able to come in here. They have boot camps galore, how to actually start building out a portfolio for yourself. I mean, I highlight Corinne Florence. She's a great basics educator. She has an entire boot camp, as well as our mentor, shout out Mike Sotero. They have an entire boot camp to teach you where to begin when it comes to building out your portfolio when it comes to cryptocurrency, keeping your crypto safe. We don't want to just keep it on a Coinbase account on a centralized exchange. We want to make sure that it's protected in a ledger in the right place. So she's going to be able to walk you guys through that. So these are live sessions, incredible. Okay, and then just to kind of wrap things up, we have other tools that you'll have access to. We have a platform. It's like a social media, but for our community, where you can literally subscribe to your favorite educators and their strategies and get live updates of when they're going on their session, different setups that they're calling out. They're going to keep you posted. Hey, this is what we're looking at right now. Hey, this is just a follow-up from what we talked about on our session. This is the aftermath. Or hey, move your entry to this level, or move your stop loss to this level. You'll learn about all this language. You can communicate with them and drop your charts in here, and they will communicate back with you. And then we have other tools that you'll be able to download actually on your phone. This is an app called Swipecoin. We also have something called Blaze. Both of these apps are for ideas. So they'll send you crypto ideas, they'll send you Forex ideas on the trading side, and you'll be able to take advantage of these, start building out your portfolio, and start actually taking these ideas to build your trading account. How many of y'all use Swipecoin? How many of y'all use Blaze? Type of 5 in the chat. These are incredible. They always give you the parameters that you need. They always tell you when to enter, when to exit, and of course that risk management. They always give you that safety net, because we're not gambling. Okay, we have a plan for what we're doing with our money. So they're going to always give you that information. And I just want to show this really quick. I haven't shared the harmonic scanner in a bit, but this is just another tool that you'll get access to if you'd like to use it. But we were at a meetup last night out here in Arizona with some of the team. And this was one of the setups that I was looking at. Literally at our entry, it is approaching our take profit. So not to go into too much detail, but you will learn what this means. I mentioned risk to reward earlier. For every trade that we take, we always use proper risk management. We always use a risk to reward that makes sense. So I'm going to risk $1 to make 3, which we are approaching that target. And you can use your imagination. If you're not risking $1, maybe you're risking $10 to make 30. You just climb up the ladder there. And that's the power of trading, is you're literally learning how to multiply your money. So this was just one of the trade ideas that we had saw last night. And so there's a lot of different tools you have access to. I'm just kind of giving you a taste right now. You'll kind of catch your groove and what makes sense for you once you're a part of the platform. You make that decision to partner with us. We'll give you the right plan, the blueprint. We want to help you succeed. At the end of the day, like I told myself, and I was talking to some people earlier today, like this is my mission, man. Like more than just this platform, this is just a vehicle. I truly believe, like in a day and age right now, like people are hurting, people need help, they need community, they need the right people, they need the right guidance that, you know, people are just scrolling on their phone, doom scrolling, not doing anything productive for themselves, just looking at their electric statement, looking at their grocery bill, looking at their paycheck that's not enough, and they're not doing anything about it. I'm here to tell you this is what you can be doing about it. This is your plan. This has been my plan A, B, C, D, E, E, F, G since 7 years ago. I'm going to make this thing happen till the wheels fall off, man. I'm going to do this thing till I can't no more. And so I want to show you guys how I would recommend you to get started, how you can start to take advantage of this for yourself, take advantage of the markets, just like the wealthiest people do, man. And wealth is just a mentality to begin with. You've got to start to think like a wealthy person. You've got to start to believe how wealthy people believe. And you gotta act. Success loves speed in the sense of making decisions. And so when you see something that has a vision greater than your situation, value beyond maybe what you could give yourself right now or what you've seen, make a decision. And so I just want to encourage you and implore you to take a good look at this and get back with the person that invited you to get started. It's a couple $100 to get access to both the trading and the investing side, to get leverage trading and investing with your portfolio. You can do the Empowered Pack right now. It is on a discount where you're able to get this. I believe it's $275 originally to get started. Right now, it's like $235. I'm rounding up. Okay, $235 to get started. So I think it's like $40 knocked off, and then a monthly membership. You want to continue the access, partner with us, become a member. It's $250 monthly. This is the pack I personally have. I take advantage of both. And just so you guys know, they do throw in the Personal Development Academy. That is included. It's not at an additional charge or anything like that. And they also will give you, they have an anniversary trip. Like they will literally give you a trip that you can travel to. I think there's like a dozen different locations right now, like across the world. I think there's some in Dubai, different islands, parts of Europe. I don't remember all the places, but if you are partnered with us for a year as a thank you, and just kind of a reward, over the next 12 months, they will give you a free trip for being a part of a member and a part of the platform. So the Empowered Pack, obviously, biggest bang for your buck. You can choose two of the academies and get started with that. But I get it. If you're balling on a budget, or hey, you just want to lock in one market, one skill, I understand. You can get access to just one of our academies. 125 to get started for just one. It's $100. $100. Oh my gosh, we spent $100 on things that I look back and I'm like, why did I do that? $100 monthly membership to be able to do this and learn this skill set for yourself, man. It's insane. But I honestly believe the Empowered, if you really want to learn both, get it. It'll change your life. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope that you got some value. I hope that you can see a vision greater than your situation. I hope that this instills hope and gives you some faith that, hey, I can make my situation better. I can turn some things around and partner with the right people, get inside community, get yourself some accountability and some leverage. So I appreciate you guys. Get back with the person that invited you. We'll see you guys on the inside. Later.